Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. In this chapter, up till now we were discuss about acids and base. What are the acids? What are the base? What are the chemical properties of the acids? What are the chemical properties of the base? How the acids are react with the metal hydrogen carbonate, water solution. How the base are react with the in a water solution. This all the things, right? And further in this previous video we were discuss about a pH scale, right, to measure the concentration of the acid in the solution, to determine the concentration of the base in the solution, right. We use the pH scale. And what is the importance of the pH in a daily life? Dear student, we were discussed in a chemical properties of the acid and base. Most of the acid and base react with the metal hydrogen carbonate, right. We get a salt, right, and the other product, right. So when the acid and base react with each other, it produces a salt. So dear student, in this video we will discuss about what do you mean by the salt, what are the chemicals from the salt, right, what are the chemical formula of the salt, how we can prepare a chemicals from the salt which we use in our daily life, and what are the families of the salt. That all the thing we will discuss in this video. So dear student, see the video till end, right, so that you can understand about a salt, how we can prepare a chemicals from the salt, where we use these chemicals in our daily life. So dear student, let us start with the salt and the family of the salt with the help of the activity, right. Family of the salt, activity number 2.13 given in the textbook also. Write the chemical formulas of the salt given below. Here the salt, some of the salt are given in this activity, and write this chemical formula. Dear student, we know that how we can write the chemical formula. So first is a potassium sulfate. What is the chemical formula of the potassium sulfate? Chemical formula of the potassium sulfate is a K2SO4, right. First one is the potassium sulfate. What is the chemical formula of the potassium sulfate? K2SO4, right. Chemical formula of the potassium sulfate is a K2SO4. Second one is a sodium sulfate. What is the chemical formula of the sodium sulfate? Right, Na2SO4. Calcium sulfate, CaSO4. So these are the salt, right. Write down this chemical formula of the salt. Potential chemical formula of the potassium sulfate is a K2SO4, right. Then chemical formula of the sodium sulfate is a Na2SO4, right. We can write like this, Na in the subscript 2, right, SO4, right. And then next is a calcium sulfate. The chemical formula of the calcium sulfate is a CaSO4, right. So identify the acid and base from which the above salt may be obtained. From which acid and base? Dear student, we know that when the acid react with the base, we can get a salt. So identify from which acid and which base we can get this salt, right. Potassium sulfate, sodium sulfate, calcium phosphate. So sodium sulfate, potassium sulfate is derived from the acid KCl, right. Potassium chloride, right, that is the, and the base we take a SO4, or we can say that potassium sulfate is derived from the H2SO4 and the KOH, right. Here the H2SO4 is a acid, sulfuric acid, and KOH is a potassium hydroxide, that is a base. When the sulfuric acid react with the potassium hydroxide KOH, we get the K2SO4 salt. Similarly, sulfuric acid H2SO4 react with the NaOH, we get the Na2SO4, right. Calcium hydroxide react with the sulfuric acid, we get the CaSO4. Now salt. Here, dear student, important point is that a salt having a same positive or negative radicals are said to belong to a family of the salt. So the salt which has the same positive radicals, positive ion, are belong to the same family. Similarly, the salt having the same negative radicals are belongs to the same family. For example, if we consider the salt NaCl and the Na2SO4, sodium chloride is a salt and Na2SO4, sodium sulfate is a salt. In both the salt, the positive radical is a Na plus. So these both the salts are belong to the same family. Similarly, if we consider the NaCl, sodium chloride, and KCl, potassium chloride, both belong to the same family, right? Because here the negative radicals in the both the salt are same. So dear student, the salt having the same positive radical or a same negative radicals are belongs to the same family, and that is called the family of the salt. Suppose we consider the NaCl and KCl, right? This belongs to the same family, and this family is called the chloride salt, right? So identify or try to find out this type of the family of the salt which belongs to the same family. When the positive radicals of the salt are same, common in all the salt, these salts are belongs to the same family. And if the negative radicals are common in all the salt, these all the salt are belongs to the same family. Understand, dear student, what is the family of the salt? Family of the salt, that means the salt having a same positive radical or same negative radicals are belong to the same family. So dear student, here you have to remember what is the family of salt. Salt having a same positive radical or a negative radical are said to be belong to the same family, right? Now let us perform the another activity to understand more about a salt, or we can say that the pH of the salt. Yes, pH of the acid is between 0 to 7. pH of the base is between 7 to 14, and the pH of the neutral solution is 7. So what is the pH of the salt? Salt are obtained from the acid and base. When the acid and base are react with each other, uh, the salt is formed, right? So we can get that the pH of the salt is a acid or pH of the salt lies in the base, right? So collect the following salt sample: sodium chloride, potassium nitrate, ammonium chloride, zinc sulfate, copper sulfate, sodium acetate, sodium carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate. Some other salt available can also be taken. Take the sum of the salt. Check their solubility in the water. It can soluble in the water. Suppose we take a sodium chloride like a NaCl, and if you put a NaCl in the water, it will be soluble in the water. So check the solubility of the this all the salt in the water. The salt are dissolved in the water or not, right? Now check the action of this solution on the litmus and find the pH using a pH paper, right? So check the salt action of this solution on the litmus. When we place a red litmus paper on the solution, it becomes a blue or not. When we place a blue litmus paper on the solution, it becomes a red or not. And from that we can say that the salts are acidic, basic or neutral, right? So how we can check the acidic property of the solution, basic property of the solution with the help of the litmus paper? We were discussed in the first video. So dear student, up till now you are not seen the first video, see the previous video, so that you can easily understand how we can check the acidic nature, basic nature with the help of the litmus paper, right? And again find the pH of the solution using a pH paper. So when the pH paper is placed in the solution, the color of the pH paper gives the pH number, and from this pH number we can say that which salt are acidic, which salt are a basic, or which salt are a neutral, right? So acidic salt, basic salt and neutral salt. So salts are divided into the three category: acidic salt, basic salt and the neutral salt. And try to identify this all the salts given in this collection, right? Sodium chloride, potassium nitrate, ammonium chloride, zinc sulfate, are acidic or basic property, and write down this in the table, right? So here no need to write, because salts are classified into the three category: acidic category, basic salt, and the neutral salt. So let us see that when the strong acid and strong base react with each other, right, the pH value of the salt is about a 7, and the salt are called the neutral salt, right? So neutral salt having the pH value 7. How we can obtain the neutral salt? When the strong acid and the strong base are react with each other, we form a neutral strong, sorry, right? So neutral strongs are formed by reaction of the strong acid and the strong base, and the pH value of the neutral salt is a 7. For example, NaCl and the CaSO4, sodium chloride and the calcium sulfate is a neutral salt. Sodium chloride and calcium sulfate are obtained from the strong acid and the strong base. When the strong acid and the strong base are react with each other, we obtain a neutral salt, and the neutral salt having a pH value of a 7. Now what is the acidic salt? When the strong acid react with the weak base, the pH value of the salt is less than 7, and the salt is in the acidic nature, and this type of the salt are called the acidic salt. So when the strong acid and the weak base is react with each other, we get the acidic salt, and the acidic salt is in the acidic nature. The pH value of the acidic salt is a less than 7, right? For example, ammonium chloride, NH4Cl, NH4NO3, ammonium nitrate, these salt are in the acidic in the nature, right? So third one is the basic salt, right? What is the basic salt? Yes, you can understand clearly. Strong base react with the weak acid, the so the salt form is in the basic in the nature. So this type of the salt is called the basic salt, and the pH value of the basic salt is a more than 7, right? So dear student, when the strong base is react with the weak acid, the pH value of the salt is a more than 7, and the salt are called the basic salt. For example, calcium carbonate, nitrate, acetic nitrate, CH3COONA are a basic salt. It is in the basic nature. So dear student, understand what are the neutral salt, what are the acidic salt, and what are the basic salt. Now dear student, we discuss about the chemicals from the common salt. Sodium chloride is called the common salt used in our food. So here the sodium chloride NaCl is a common salt used in our food. We call the नमक. हम जो नमक खाते हैं वो सॉल्ट क्या है? सोडियम क्लोराइड है, NaCl. It is derived from the sea water. So here the sodium chloride is used to obtain the different chemicals, right, which has a sodium compound, right? It is derived from the sea water. Rock salt is the brown color large crystal, and this is mined like a coal. So common salt is important raw material for the many materials of a daily use, such as sodium hydroxide. We can obtain a chemical sodium hydroxide from the common salt. Bleaching powder, CaOCl2, right? Baking soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, washing soda, and plaster of Paris. These common chemicals, many chemicals which we use in our daily life, can obtain from the common salt. And dear student, here in this video we will discuss the preparation of these common chemicals which is derived from the common salt NaCl. So first of all, we discuss the preparation and the use of the sodium hydroxide, preparation and use of the bleaching powder, baking soda, washing soda, and the plaster of Paris. This all the chemicals obtained from the common salt NaCl is very useful in our daily life. So where we use this chemical in our daily life, we will discuss in this video. So dear student, let us start with the first chemical, sodium hydroxide NaOH, obtained from the common salt NaCl, right? So sodium hydroxide, what is the chemical formula of the sodium hydroxide? NaOH, right? Sodium hydroxide is a NaOH. This common salt is chemicals is prepared from the common salt sodium chloride, right? So how we prepare a NaOH sodium hydroxide NaOH from the chemicals sodium chloride salt sodium chloride? Sodium hydroxide prepared by the method called the chlor-alkali process. Now what is the chlor-alkali process? Here the chlor-alkali process, sodium hydroxide can be obtained from the NaCl by a method called the chlor-alkali process, right? So what is the chlor-alkali process and why it is called the chlor-alkali process? So when the electricity is passed through an aqueous solution of the sodium chloride NaCl called the brine, right? So when we take a solution aqueous solution of the NaCl sodium chloride, the solution of the salt NaCl in a water, that is called the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride and it is called the brine, right? So when the electricity is passed through the battery anode and cathode, right, the sodium chloride is decomposed to form a sodium hydroxide, right? It decomposed to form a sodium hydroxide. So when the electricity is passed in the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride, from the sodium chloride Na plus ion and Cs minus ion is formed, and from the water aqueous solution, that means the water content is there, from the water H plus ion and OH minus ion is released, right? So the sodium chloride is decomposed to form a sodium hydroxide. So here in the solution Na plus and OH minus combine with each other, we get the NaOH, that is called the brine contains, right? So when the electricity is passed to the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride, from the sodium chloride Na plus and the Cl minus ion is released, and from the water molecule L plus and the OH minus ion is released. So when the Na plus and OH minus are combined together, it forms the NaOH, it forms the sodium hydroxide. Now this process is called the chlor-alkali process. Why it is called the chlor-alkali? So from here H plus ion and Cl minus ion combined together, one Cl minus and other Cl minus combined together, it gets the CO2, and H plus ion, from the H plus ion it get released the hydrogen. So here in this process, right, the product form chlor for the chlorine gas is released and the hydrogen gas is released. This all the product obtained from the chlor-alkali process is used for the different purpose, right? For example, chlorine gas released during this chlor-alkali process is used in the water treatment, in the swimming pool, PVC, disinfectants, CFC, pesticides, that in all these things chlorine gas is used. So here the chlorine gas is released and the alkalis, that is the sodium hydroxide, is formed. So that's why this process is called the chlor for the chlorine and the alkalis for the sodium hydroxide. So this process is known as the chlor-alkali process. So here the product obtained, first product and the main product obtained from this chlor-alkali process is the NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide is used for the degreasing metals, soaps and the detergent, paper making, artificial fibers making, this in this all the things sodium hydroxide is used. Now byproduct is the chlorine and the hydrogen. So here the hydrogen is used as a fuel in the margarines, ammonia for the fertilizers, right? In this all the things the hydrogen gas is used, and chlorine gas, right, is used as a water treatment in the swimming pool, in the PVC, polyvinyl chloride, to form a polyvinyl chloride. Disinfectants, we use a chlorine gas, right? CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, right? Pesticides is also used in the chlorine gas. So this all the product has a some use, right? So understand, dear student, what is the chlor-alkali process and how we can prepare a sodium hydroxide from the salt, common salt sodium chloride. So dear student, let us revise that in the form of the reaction. So when the electricity is passed through the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride, it produces the sodium hydroxide chlorine gas and the hydrogen gas. So as a reaction, sodium chloride, the chemical formula of the sodium chloride is a NaCl plus aqueous solution, that means the H2O, gives the NaOH plus chlorine gas Cl2 and H2. Now to balance this equation, we require to add a 2Na. So here 2Na and 2H2O, 2H, right? So this is the chemical reaction for the chloralkali process, right? NaCl react with the water, we get the NaOH, Cl2 and H2. Cl2 and H2 is in the form of the gas, where NaOH is obtained in the form of the aqueous solution, right? So all the product is used for the different purpose, right? So at the cathode, we get a hydrogen gas is used in the fuels and the fertilizer. Hydrogen gas combined with the chlorine forms the HCl, hydrochloric acid, used in the industries, medicine and the cosmetics, right? So at the anode, Cl2 gas is produced. So Cl2 gas is used for the water treatment, PVC, CFC and the pesticides, right? So Cl2 combined with the hydrogen, we get the HCl, and it is used in the industries, medicine and the cosmetics, right? Similarly, the main product of this process is a sodium hydroxide. It is used to manufacture a soap and the detergent making, paper and fiber making, right? When the NaOH and Cl2 is combined with each other, bleach, household bleaching fabric can be formed. So dear student, now understand the use of the preparation of the sodium hydroxide by the process of the chloralkali and the use of the products obtained in the chloralkali process. Now we understand about a next chemical obtained from the common soil, that is the bleaching powder. Chemical formula of the bleaching powder is a CaOCl2, calcium oxygen chloride, right? So bleaching powder is a common name and the scientific name is a calcium oxygen chloride, right? So how we can prevent the bleaching powder from the common soil? So dear student, in the previous video, during the electrolysis of the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride, NaCl, right, chlorine gas is produced, and this chlorine gas is used for the manufacturing of the bleaching powder. So dear student, in the previous topic, we had discussed about this chloralkali electrolysis process of the sodium chloride, right? And during this process, the chlorine gas is produced, and this chlorine gas produced by the electrolysis of the chlorine is produced during the electrolysis of the aqueous solution of the sodium chloride, right? This chlorine gas is used for the manufacture of the bleaching powder. But how? The bleaching powder is produced by the action of the chlorine on a dry slackline, that is called the calcium hydroxide. What is the chemical formula of the slackline? Calcium hydroxide is the chemical name, right? Common name is a slackline, right? So when the action of the chlorine gas, when the chlorine gas is passing from the slackline calcium hydroxide, bleaching powder is obtained, right? So the bleaching powder is the represented as a CaOCl2, calcium oxygen chloride, right? So what is the reaction? When the slackline CaOH twice calcium hydroxide is react with the chlorine Cl2 gas, we get the CaOCl2 plus water, right? So here the CaOCl2 is a bleaching powder. What is the use of the bleaching powder? The bleaching powder is used in the bleaching of the cotton and the linen cloth in the textile industry. So bleaching a cotton and the linen in the textile industry, bleaching a wood pulp in the paper factories, for bleaching a washed cloth in the laundry. We use a bleaching powder to wash a cloth, right? And another use is a oxidizing agent in the chemical industry. The bleaching powder is also used for the oxidizing agent, oxidization. For the oxidation process, the oxidizing agent is used as a bleaching powder in the chemical industry, and it is also used disinfecting drinking water, or it is also used in the disinfection for the to produce the disinfection chemicals, right? So these are the use of the bleaching powder we use in a normally at our home also, right? So dear student, understand the preparation and the use of the bleaching powder. How the bleaching powder is prepared? When the chlorine gas is passing from the slack line, dry slack line, that is the calcium hydroxide, we get the bleaching powder, right? And these are the use of the bleaching powder. It is used in the bleaching the cotton and linen in the textile industry, bleaching the wood pulp in the paper factories, for bleaching the washed clothes in the laundry, right? Oxidizing agent in the chemical industries, and the disinfecting drinking water. So now another chemicals obtained from the chemical salt, right? Baking soda, washing soda, and the plaster of Paris. How we prepare a baking soda, right? How we prepare a baking powder, how we prepare a washing soda, plaster of Paris, that we will discuss in the next video. So dear student, keep watching my video, right? So I hope that you understand the both the chemical sodium hydroxide and the bleaching powder, preparation of the sodium hydroxide, use of the sodium hydroxide, preparation of the bleaching powder, and use of the bleaching powder, right? Thank you very much for watching my video.